Is this not a beautiful bird? Here an author is playing on this urban myth that we use only 9–10% of our brain. Well, that's not biologically factual. We use 100%. My suspicion is that 90% of people use 0, and that accounts for the statistic and the apparent imperfection of the world here. Now, for comparison, here's the more martial born authors. I've just noticed that perhaps there's a suggestion of a 3-gun salute here. 3 shots from 2 rifles. There's the magic number 23. Well, here I am down at Vienna Harbor. There's a look at my gear. You know, actually, for someone who's designated as a potential suicide, this could be a pretty ominous sight. Right beside the water, leave his shoes. Perhaps he's gone into the drink. Right here in front of the legislature, the Empress Hotel, and everybody. Well, I'll be damned. Now, I haven't made a broadcast for quite a while. On one hand, I'm discouraged because there's so many things I can't tell you about. Also, I don't know, it's getting busy here, so I'm going to cut this short. It's a lovely day. I'm toting pretty well everything on my back now because I haven't been able to make payment on my storage locker. Damn, you know? Well, I don't know. Here we are in beautiful Victoria, BC. I don't know. I know Campbell River's going to be much better. Okay, so I've dropped by the welfare satellite office here on Princess Street. It seems that an Officer Shields has dropped by and requests the honor of my presence at the city police headquarters in order to discuss my complaint that last week the commissioner for public complaints against municipal police ordered Chief Constable Graham to investigate my complaint, advised him to seek an out-of-court, so to speak, settlement. Anyway, so he's left phone numbers. He had intended that he was dropping in person to my residence. Yet you see, I use the Princess Street address simply as a mailing drop. That's more personal attention that I am really comfortable with from this police department. I was just commenting to Jen, the social worker, that, you know, without the Pendolol anti-hypertensive medicine I've just started 2 days ago, I feared that I've been so terrorized that the very next time I met a constable under any circumstances, I was afraid I was just going to drop dead of a cardiac arrest. And you know, stats are pretty good that that will happen someday. Such is the nature of PTSD, unstable angina, the whole shooting match. And of course, the designation on the Prime system as an EDPSUI means that by the police, I've been marked as an emotionally disturbed person that will terminate their own lives in suicide. Well, that's a hell of a thing to have on your Homeland Security file. If I tried to become bonded for a job, I wonder if it's even going to affect my application for a free miner's certificate so I can stake a claim up near Campbell River and overwinter there. Time will tell. Anyway, I only intend to phone this guy back. There is no way I'm taking a personal interview from a cop today. He says that he is away all next week. Fine by me. Okay, Joe signing off from beautiful Princess Street, Victoria, British Columbia. Well, I think I've taken care of the battery problem. Got some stuff charging up right now, but today is a lovely day in Victoria, down on the inner harbor. It's so pretty. Now there is a commissionaire who often has walked the beat at the Ministry of Health, and he's become quite familiar with my tale. Anyway, this is the first installment for quite a while. Things have been really busy. Almost everything clandestine. I've had a lot of insights into tactical strategy above tactics. So, I'm a smarter player now. I've postponed an interview with the constable that's investigating my complaints about city cops on steroids. He's on vacation next week. He'll see me when he gets back. I told him that I've been so terrorized by police of late that I'm afraid I might just drop dead, have a cardiac arrest at my next encounter with one. And I'd really appreciate being on my Pindolol blood pressure medicine for at least a week before we meet. And that it be in plain clothes and away from the Caledonia Street offices. This all seems prudent, given my emotionally disturbed state. Well, I'm adapting. My, I've gone through 3 sets of batteries to try to get this shot. That's what I get for buying cheap batteries. Now, we're back in the atrium of the new Fort Victoria, Sussex Place. Ministry of Public Safety and Attorney General. Today is going to be kind of arty. What we see here are banners with a very timely motif, I think. This shows islands. I, of course, am just speculating, but at the very top, I believe, is Saturna Island, viewed from the south, Main Island, and a tip of Salt Spring. Then we have, I believe, North Pender Island. And in front of it, South Pender Island. With today's removal of the sole land bridge, land link, from North to South Pender, South Pender Island is now only accessible by air or water. I think we can see the illusion of boats sailing behind the magic mountain here, which I guess to be Mount Norman. Well, I'm going to keep the art appreciation to a minimum so that I can decrease my battery drain. Folks, dig it. Well, amazing. My pipe has been missing for a long time. Here I am in the atrium of the Jack Davis building, scouring for cigarette butts. I can't afford any cigarette papers, so I'm sunk. But here, in my path, has been left my pipe, on top of a paperback book that obviously is intended for me. Then I'm happy I have a video cam. A village of people outside of Moscow, I understand, saw a huge forest fire approaching, and they made a call to Moscow to try to call in air support for the firefighting. And the flames and the smoke got closer and closer, and so they broke out all the icons and they started walking in circles, holding the icons up, praying to God to spare their village. Well, it became obvious as the fire approached that help wasn't coming from Moscow, and it wasn't coming from God either. They fled the village. Some people described the asphalt as burning under the tires of their motorcycles, cars, donkey carts. So it is asked, who do they blame now? They blame all the layers of government. This is clearly a situation where a God has failed. Sounds like a good title for a book. When Gods Fail. It's about time to shit can all the illusions and live life as it actually is. Totally unreasonable, insane, and unfair, and adult. Okay, off. Stop. See, I thought you had to disassemble tents at 7 o'clock, but if you're just asleep, there's no reason to be rousted.
You know what? You can turn your little thing off.
No.
And there's kids that will be coming here at any time, and I told them to clean up their stuff. I gave them half an hour, and they're still taking their time.
Okay,
so
that's
making sure
okay.
everything's cleaned up.
Right. Are you following me?
No, are you following me?
Not from in front.
I wonder what construction's back here.
What? Oh, so is this punitive, eh?
Is this all your stuff?
Yeah.
And over there?
Oh, yeah. Everything is mine.
Okay.
Yeah? Is this violating any regulations?
Yeah, your campsite should be cleaned up by 7 o'clock, and what, it's 20 days?
I have no tent. I have no structure. It's no different than lying on the lawn. Is this not factual?
This is a sensitive area. Didn't you know that?
It's not posted, sir.
Oh, well.
Post it. I'll comply when you post it.
Okay, pal.
Thank you.